Sonic.
Welcome back, y'all, to the second quarter of the Blitz. We're going to kick off this quarter with the Idalou Wildcats hosting Sweetwater, their first game under new head coach, Coach Clay White. Now, Sweetwater trailing 21-0 in the first. Tate Thompson, who's going to take the ball to the end zone to put Sweetwater on the board just before halftime, and the Mustangs get the two-point conversion to make the score 21-8. Now we're going to go over to the next play, Sweetwater kick off. And this, take a look at this, though, y'all. Quick toss over to Malachi Brosco, who has his eyes on the prize, takes their kick return all the way down the field and just stops short of the end zone. What a play by the Wildcats to get that going. Finally, just before halftime here. The Wildcats, they're going to do their thing and extend the lead a little bit more as Tyler Jack runs it down the middle for the touchdown. Idalou goes up 31-14 going into the half. Final score of this one. Idalou Wildcats will unfortunately lose, though, to Sweetwater 38-20.
Moving on to the Roosevelt Eagles on the road, taking on River Road. Roosevelt's Calvin Murphy starts off the second quarter with an 8-yard gain right here, and then Roosevelt's Calvin Murphy again finishes the job as he runs it in for a touchdown, putting up the first touchdown of the season, bringing it to 6-0. River Road's Jayloon Nelson with a nice 15-yard gain right here, and then River Road's Jayloon Nelson again will bring it home on 4th and goal for a touchdown, bringing it to 6-7 after River Road makes the extra point. River Road will take home the win tonight, 15-12 over Roosevelt.
Now here's a look at some of other school games from around our area. Now Seminole is going to beat Loveit 46-6, but now we had a schedule change. Estacado at Greenwood will be played at 2:30 p.m. tomorrow. And here's new head coach William Blaylock on the Matters expectations going into tomorrow afternoon.
One thing I'm not worried about is if our kids will hit somebody. Our kids come out and we have to tell them in practice, hey, chill out. But they want to be physical. They like it. Which as a coach you want to see, especially when you can't do spring ball at the 4A level. It's hard to you don't find out who can hit till that 5th day in August, and so you're nervous about a couple kids. With ours, I don't have that problem. And so with them being physical, it makes our job easier. I'd much rather have to pull a kid back than have to push him to be aggressive because you can't really teach that. And so with our kids, it's just controlled aggression. We're pretty much injury free, so that tells me that they're coachable and they're listening to what we're saying.
Well, but get back into the highlights tonight as New Deal takes on, they are hosting Farwell this evening, and defense was definitely the name of the game in the first quarter. A Farwell fumble on the first drive turns the ball over to New Deal. Farwell gets the ball back, and the Steers quarterback Alec Atkinson looking, but cannot seem to find anything, stays in the pocket a little too long, and the Lions defense comes up for a sack. New Deal with the ball now, handed over to Kendrick Nelson, who trucks his way through the Farwell's defense and into the end zone to get the scoring started early in this one. Lions up 7-0 in the first. And back to the Steers, who have seemed to find their footing in this game. A pass over to Corey Stansell, who runs it all the way down the field to put Farwell on the board. Final score, Farwell takes home that win, 27-21 over the Lions.
Moving over, now we have Sundown on the road at Shamrock last night, and boy, this was a good one. Kit Machina to the air, finds Braxton Allen down the sideline. Shamrock in scoring position. Now that sets up Shamrock in the red zone, like we just said. Messina will take it himself for the quarterback keeper. He would be taken down inside for the 5, inching closer and closer to that end zone. Now Messina again will keep it a few plays later, and this time he's going to find pay dirt. 6-0 Shamrock will lead after that missed field goal. But it's going to be Sundown who comes back actually with 19 unanswered points in the second half. Sundown gets the win 19-6 over Shamrock.
And back in the Hub City now, after a delayed start, we have the Lovett Cooper Pirates on the road tonight at Dumas. Starting in the second half, third quarter down 8-0. Long quarterback keeper by Tyler Spruell. He gets it in for a touchdown. A little later in the third quarter, Cooper down 7-8 when Spruell connects with Cooper. Morris on the slant breaks some tackles and rolls into the end zone to make it 13-8. That final tonight, Lovett Cooper takes home the win 27-8 over Dumas.